Nina and Drew's hidden scandal, a secret pregnancy that could destroy everything. The ongoing drama between Nina Reeves and Drew Cain on ABC's General Hospital has captivated audiences with its web of deception, forbidden passion, and explosive secrets. While their affair has remained hidden from Willow Corinthos, recent developments suggest that an even more devastating revelation could be on the horizon, one that would shatter the fragile relationships in Port Charles and leave Drew reeling from a truth he never knew existed. The foundation of deception, Nina and Drew's secret encounters. The relationship between Nina Reeves and Drew Cain has been built on a foundation of mutual antagonism that unexpectedly transformed into passionate encounters. Their connection began not from love or romance, but from a complex dynamic of hate and desire that has defined their interactions throughout their tumultuous history. The two characters have engaged in what can only be described as hate-sex intense physical encounters born from anger and frustration rather than genuine romantic feelings. According to recent developments in the storyline, Nina and Drew have been intimate on at least two documented occasions, with their encounters taking place in Nina's office under circumstances that highlight the transactional nature of their relationship. These moments of passion occurred during heated arguments, where their mutual animosity somehow transformed into physical attraction. The very first time they were intimate happened during a fight, establishing a pattern where conflict and passion became inextricably linked. The secrecy surrounding their encounters has been paramount to both characters. They understand the catastrophic implications if their relationship were to be discovered, particularly by Willow, who has been romantically involved with Drew while remaining unaware of his intimate history with her mother. This awareness has created a delicate balance of power between Nina and Drew, where both hold potentially damaging information about the other. The mounting pressure of hidden truths. As the custody battle between Michael Corinthos and Willow intensifies, the pressure on Nina to maintain her secrets has reached critical levels. She finds herself in possession of information that could dramatically alter the trajectory of the legal proceedings, including her knowledge of Michael being the father of Sasha's baby. However, this revelation pales in comparison to the bombshells she has been harboring about her own reproductive history with Drew. The complexity of Nina's situation has been compounded by her awareness that others, including Sasha Corbin, possess knowledge of her affair with Drew. This creates a precarious web of mutually assured destruction, where any revelation could trigger a cascade of exposed secrets that would devastate multiple relationships simultaneously. Nina's desperation to protect Willow from Drew has led her to consider increasingly drastic measures, including potentially hiring someone to frame Drew for infidelity. Recent spoilers suggest that Nina's attempts to separate Drew and Willow may involve recording Drew's more sinister behavior and playing these recordings for Willow to expose his true character. This strategy demonstrates Nina's willingness to use any available ammunition against Drew, even as she maintains the secret of their intimate relationship and the even more explosive truth about her pregnancy. The pregnancy secret, a revelation that changes everything. The most devastating secret that Nina has been harboring involves a pregnancy that resulted from one of her encounters with Drew, a pregnancy that she terminated without ever informing him of its existence. This revelation represents a fundamental shift in the power dynamic between the characters and introduces a moral complexity that transcends their previous conflicts. The knowledge that Drew fathered a child he never knew existed adds layers of tragedy and betrayal to an already complicated relationship. The decision to terminate the pregnancy would have been made during a period when Nina and Drew's relationship was at its most volatile, likely when their encounters were purely physical and devoid of any emotional connection. This timing suggests that Nina made the choice based on the impossibility of their situation rather than any lack of desire for motherhood. The weight of this decision, carried in secret for months, has undoubtedly contributed to Nina's increasingly desperate behavior regarding Drew and Willow's relationship. The psychological impact of harboring such a secret cannot be understated. Nina has been forced to watch Drew develop a relationship with her daughter while knowing that he once fathered a child with her, a child whose existence he remains completely unaware of. This knowledge has likely intensified her protective instincts toward Willow, even as it has complicated her own feelings about Drew and their shared history. Willow's discovery and confrontation. The revelation of Nina's abortion will likely come to light through Willow's investigation into her mother's recent behavior and emotional state. As someone who has been increasingly suspicious of Nina's motivations and actions regarding her relationship with Drew, Willow may stumble upon medical records or other evidence that reveals the truth about the terminated pregnancy. The discovery will force Willow to confront not only the fact that her mother and boyfriend have been intimate, but also that they share a reproductive history that was hidden from everyone involved. When Willow confronts Nina about the abortion, the conversation will represent one of the most emotionally charged moments in the show's recent history. Willow's demand to know the identity of the father will force Nina into a corner where she must choose between continued deception and complete honesty. The decision to reveal Drew as the father will shatter any remaining trust between mother and daughter while simultaneously exposing Drew to a truth that will fundamentally alter his understanding of their relationship. The moment of confession will be particularly devastating because it will reveal not only the physical relationship between Nina and Drew but also the depth of Nina's deception in keeping the pregnancy secret. Drew's ignorance of the pregnancy adds another layer of betrayal, as he will realize that Nina made a life-altering decision about their potential child without ever giving him the opportunity to know or participate in that choice. Drew's shock and the broader implications. Drew's reaction to learning about the pregnancy and abortion will be multifaceted and profound. As someone who has already been established as having complex feelings about fatherhood and family, the knowledge that he unknowingly fathered a child with Nina will challenge his understanding of their entire relationship. The realization that Nina made the decision to terminate without his knowledge will likely trigger feelings of betrayal, loss, and anger that could reshape his character's trajectory. The revelation will also force Drew to confront the nature of his relationship with Willow in a new light. Knowing that he has this hidden history with her mother will make their continued relationship virtually impossible, regardless of his feelings for Willow. The moral complexity of the situation, where he was kept ignorant of a pregnancy that resulted from his actions, will create internal conflict about responsibility choice and the consequences of his involvement with Nina. For Willow, the discovery that Drew was unaware of the pregnancy may initially create some sympathy for his position, but the overall betrayal of the secret relationship with her mother will likely overshadow any understanding she might have for his ignorance. The fact that both Nina and Drew kept their intimate relationship secret while he pursued her will represent a fundamental violation of trust that may be impossible to repair. The cascade effect on Port Charles. The exposure of this secret will have far-reaching consequences throughout Port Charles, affecting not only the immediate triangle of Nina, Drew, and Willow, but also the broader community of characters who have been invested in their relationships. Michael Corinthos, already embroiled in a custody battle with Willow, may find ammunition in this revelation to support his case for primary custody of their children. The moral questions raised by the secret affair and hidden pregnancy could be used to challenge Willow's judgment and fitness as a mother. Carly Spencer, who has been anticipating the exposure of Nina and Drew's affair, will likely see this revelation as validation of her suspicions about Nina's character and Drew's judgment. The pregnancy secret will provide additional evidence for those who have been arguing that Drew's involvement with the Reeves family represents poor decision-making that could affect his political career and personal relationships. The revelation will also impact the ongoing custody proceedings, where secrets and character assessments play crucial roles in determining the outcome. Nina's decision to keep such a significant secret while positioning herself as concerned about Willow's welfare could be seen as hypocritical and manipulative by the court and other characters involved in the legal battle. The eventual revelation of Nina's pregnancy and abortion represents more than just another soap opera twist. It embodies themes of choice, consequence, and the complex nature of human relationships. The story explores how secrets, even those kept with seemingly good intentions, can create more damage than the truth they were meant to protect. Nina's decision to terminate the pregnancy and keep it secret from Drew reflects the impossible situation created by their complicated relationship, while also highlighting the ongoing consequences of their choices. Next, we will dive deep into the captivating drama unfolding in Port Charles during the week of Monday, June 2nd to Friday, June 6th. This week promises an emotional roller coaster with fiery confrontations, heartfelt revelations, and shocking truths that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. From Brooklyn Quartermain Chase's explosive anger to Sonny Corinthos bearing his soul, and Lucky Spencer grappling with a harsh reality, there's no shortage of intense moments to unpack. Let's explore the chaos, the connections, and the confessions that define this unforgettable week in General Hospital. Monday, June 2nd, fury erupts and unexpected bonds form. The week kicks off with a storm of emotions as Brooklyn Quartermain Chase lets loose a torrent of rage, primarily directed at her mother, Lois Trullo, and quite possibly her formidable grandmother, Tracy Quartermain. Tensions have been simmering within the Quartermain family for weeks over unresolved issues of trust and meddling in personal affairs, and Brooklyn appears to have reached her breaking point. Her fiery outburst is rumored to stem from a recent betrayal involving a family business decision that jeopardized her future plans with Chase. This dramatic showdown at the Quartermain mansion is set to reveal long-buried grievances, with accusations flying about manipulation and control. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Sonny Corinthos takes on an unexpected role as a mentor, offering sage advice to the young and determined Joe Palmieri. Their conversation, likely held at a quiet corner of Sonny's office, centers on Gio's burning desire to carve his own path, independent of family expectations. Sonny, drawing from his own turbulent journey, might share a poignant story from his past about the cost of independence, urging Joe to consider the weight of his choices. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Baldwin stumbles upon a startling discovery at the hospital. Could it be a hidden medical file or a clue about a recent mysterious patient that ties into her own past? This intriguing find promises to set off a chain of events that could alter her perspective entirely. Adding to the day's drama, Michael Corinthos and Christina Corinthos Davis share a heartfelt reunion at a local diner, mending fences after a period of strained interactions due to family loyalties. Their conversation might include reflections on their shared childhood memories, reinforcing their sibling bond amidst the chaos of their lives. Simultaneously, Alexis Davis finds herself under intense scrutiny as Laura Collins probes into discrepancies surrounding Ace Casadin's estate funds. The confrontation at Laura's office could unearth a financial scandal that threatens to tarnish reputations, with Alexis struggling to defend her actions while grappling with her own ethical dilemmas. Monday sets the stage for an explosive week with raw emotions and hidden secrets bubbling to the surface. Tuesday, June 3rd, heartfelt confessions and legal battles ignite. As Tuesday dawns, Sonny Corinthos opens up in a rare moment of vulnerability during a private chat with his trusted confidant, Jason Morgan. Seated on the pier under the soft glow of the morning sun, Sonny might reveal his deepest concerns about his son Michael's unraveling life. Or perhaps discuss his lingering guilt over Gio's struggles to find his place. This candid exchange could mark a turning point in their friendship, showcasing Sonny's softer side that fans rarely witness. At the same time, the courtroom becomes a battleground as Michael and Willow Corinthos face off in a gut-wrenching divorce hearing, with the custody of their children hanging in the balance. The tension is palpable as legal teams clash, and personal grievances spill out, painting a vivid picture of a marriage torn apart by unspoken resentments. In another corner of town, Trina Robinson stands fiercely by Jocelyn Jack's side, defending her against criticism possibly linked to a recent altercation involving a mutual acquaintance at Kelly's diner. Trina's loyalty shines through as she challenges anyone who dares question Jocelyn's integrity, potentially hinting at deeper issues brewing beneath the surface. Meanwhile, Jordan Ashford delves deeper into the enigmatic background of Professor Henry Dalton, a new character whose scholarly charm hides a shadowy past. Her investigation at the university library might uncover a connection to a long-forgotten crime in Port Charles, adding layers of intrigue to her storyline. Additionally, Rick Lansing applies pressure on Alexis Davis in a heated exchange at her law office, possibly using sensitive information to manipulate her decisions regarding an ongoing case. Tuesday weaves together emotional confessions and legal showdowns, ensuring no dull moment for viewers. Wednesday, June 4th, confrontations escalate and pressure mounts. Midweek brings a charged face-to-face encounter between Brooklyn Quartermain Chase and Lulu Spencer at a local park, where old rivalries and unresolved issues flare up. Their confrontation could center around a misunderstanding about family loyalties or a past romantic entanglement that still stings, with both women refusing to back down. The air crackles with tension as sharp words are exchanged, potentially drawing bystanders into the fray. Elsewhere, Anna Devane intensifies her interrogation of Jack Brennan at the PCPD, determined to crack his stoic exterior. Her relentless pursuit of the truth about his covert operations might reveal a shocking link to an international syndicate, raising the stakes for everyone involved. Simultaneously, Laura Collins and Sonny Corinthos engage in a poignant discussion about family dynamics. likely focusing on how Rocco Falconeri is coping with the unexpected arrival of an older sibling. Their meeting at Laura's home could include nostalgic anecdotes about their own parenting challenges, offering a rare glimpse into Sonny's role as a grandfather. In a surprising twist, Lucky Spencer catches Elizabeth Baldwin off guard with an unannounced visit to the hospital cafeteria, stirring up a whirlwind of emotions tied to their shared history. Their reunion promises tender moments mixed with unspoken questions about past decisions. At the courthouse, Michael takes the stand in the ongoing custody battle, his testimony revealing raw pain and determination to protect his children, captivating the audience with every word. Wednesday is a whirlwind of personal clashes and investigative breakthroughs. Thursday, June 5th, hard truths and family ties. Thursday delivers a heavy dose of reality as Lucky Spencer confronts a harsh truth during a soul-bearing conversation with Elizabeth Baldwin. Their discussion, possibly set in the quiet of her home, might revolve around a secret he's been harboring about her near-fatal accident years ago, testing the fragile trust between them. The weight of his confession could either mend old wounds or create new fractures in their relationship. Meanwhile, Anna Devane confides her growing suspicions about Jack Brennan to Jason Morgan during a clandestine meeting at the docks, hinting at a larger conspiracy that could endanger the entire town. Their alliance takes on new urgency as they strategize their next move. On a lighter note, Curtis Ashford and Portia Robinson host a warm family gathering at their revamped home, signaling a possible reconciliation after months of marital strife. The event, filled with laughter and shared stories over a homemade meal, might include a surprise announcement that strengthens their bond. In contrast, Sasha Corbin finds herself overwhelmed, likely by Rick Lansing's probing questions during a tense encounter at a coffee shop, leaving her questioning her own choices. At the custody hearing, Willow Corinthos leaps into action, perhaps with a bold statement or decision that shifts the tide of the case, showcasing her fierce determination to fight for her family. Thursday balances heartbreak with glimmers of hope, keeping viewers hooked. Friday, June 6th, confrontations and shocking revelations. The week culminates on Friday with a fiery confrontation as Carly Spencer corners Jason Morgan outside the Metro Court, demanding answers about a matter close to her heart, possibly tied to his recent dealings with Sonny or a hidden agenda she's just uncovered. Her piercing gaze and sharp tone suggest a personal betrayal, setting the stage for a clash of wills that could redefine their dynamic. Elsewhere, Nina Reeves reaches a breaking point, confessing a bombshell secret to Willow Corinthos during a tearful meeting at the park. Could this be the revelation of her illicit affair with Drew Kane, a truth that might shatter Willow's trust and ripple through their relationships? Meanwhile, Curtis Ashford meets with Jordan Ashford at a quiet cafe, their conversation hinting at unresolved feelings or a joint effort to tackle a family issue, blending nostalgia with purpose. Drew Kane, on the other hand, is visibly shaken potentially by Willow's growing suspicions or a harsh realization about his own actions during a solitary moment at his office. Finally, Cody Bell and Molly Lansing Davis grow closer, sharing a light-hearted exchange at a community event that hints at a budding friendship or perhaps something more, offering a sweet reprieve amidst the chaos. Friday wraps up the week with explosive confessions and tender connections, leaving fans eager for what's next. This Week in General Hospital, from June 2nd to June 6th, delivers a masterclass in drama, weaving together fury, vulnerability, and revelations in the lives of Port Charles' most beloved characters. Whether it's Brooklyn's unleashed rage, Sonny's rare openness, or Lucky's confrontation with hard truths, every day offers a new layer of storytelling that captivates and surprises. As relationships are tested and secrets spill forth, one thing is certain: the heart of Port Charles beats stronger than ever. Stay tuned to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel for more updates, and let us know in the comments which storyline has you most intrigued this week.